Dear friends, myself Dr. Prasanna S. Kaujalgi, working as Assistant Professor in the Department of Chemistry, KLS Gupta Institute of Technology, Belagavi. Today, let us try to learn few CET questions on chemical equilibrium. Before we go to the questions, let us try to recall some important concepts of chemical equilibrium. Equilibrium means it is the state at which the concentration of reactants and products do not change with time. That means the concentrations of reactants and products become constant. Law of mass action and equilibrium constant. The rate of a chemical reaction is directly proportional to the product of the molar concentrations of the reactants at a constant temperature at a given time. Equilibrium constant is the ratio of the product of the molar concentrations of the products to that of the reactants. For a reversible reaction, the equilibrium constant for the forward reaction is inverse of the equilibrium constant for the backward reaction, that is K is equal to 1 over K dash. Relation between Kp, Kc and Kx. Kp is equal to Kc into RT raised to delta n, that is equal to Kx into P raised to delta n, where Kc is equilibrium constant, Kp is equilibrium constant in terms of partial pressures, Kx is equilibrium constant in terms of mole fraction, R is universal gas constant, T is temperature, delta n number of moles of gaseous products minus the number of moles of gaseous reactants. Le Chatelier's principle, it states that change in any of the factors that determine the equilibrium conditions of a system will shift the equilibrium in such a manner to reduce or to counteract the effect of the change. Now we will go to the problems. Let us take the first problem. 1 mole of ethyl alcohol was treated with 1 mole of acetic acid at 25 degrees centigrade. 2/3 of the alcohol changed into an ester at equilibrium. The equilibrium constant for the reaction will be option A 1, option B 2, option C 3 and option D 4. Let us see the solution for this. Now we will write down the equation, chemical equation. Ethyl alcohol was reacted with acetic acid to produce an ester and water as the byproduct here. Now initial concentration of these, we will see. Let us consider initial concentrations of reactants as 1 mole and 1 mole, and products produced are 0, 0. And at equilibrium, here we stated that 2/3 of the alcohol change into an ester at equilibrium. So therefore, we will subtract this 2/3 from the initial concentration. So initial concentration minus the equilibrium concentration, that gives you the remaining concentration at equilibrium. So that is 1 minus 2/3 giving rise to 1/3. Similarly, acetic acid also 1/3, and the product produced are 2/3 mole and 2/3 mole here. Now let us write the equilibrium constant for this reaction according to the law of mass action. Equilibrium constant can be written as it is the ratio of product of concentration terms of products divided by product of concentration terms of reactants. So products like ester and water, reactants ethyl alcohol and acetic acid. Let us write its concentration values. So 2/3 into 2/3 divided by 1/3 into 1/3, and equilibrium constant for the reaction is found to be 4. So option D is the correct answer here. Let us go for the second problem. At a particular temperature, if the value of equilibrium constant for the reaction 2SO2 plus O2 giving rise to 2SO3 is 278, then what is the value of equilibrium constant for the reaction SO3 reversibly giving rise to SO2 plus half O2 at the same temperature? Options: option A 1.8 into 10 raised to minus 3, option B 6 into 10 raised to minus 2, option C 1.3 into 10 raised to minus 5. Option D, 3.6 into 10 raised to minus 3. Let's go for the solution here. We'll write down these chemical reactions, that is 2SO2 plus O2 reversibly giving rise to 2SO3, and its equilibrium constant value is given here 278. And second reaction also will write down 2SO3 reversibly giving rise to SO2 plus half O2, and its equilibrium constant has to be calculated. For any chemical reaction, the equilibrium constant value depends upon the stoichiometry of the chemical equation. Therefore, let us write the equilibrium constant for the first reaction, K is equal to, that is SO3 whole square divided by SO2 whole square into O2. Similarly, for second reaction also we will write down K dash is equal to SO2 into O2 raised to half divided by SO3. And look at this reaction 1 and 2. Reaction 2 is half of reaction 1. So, hence, we will multiply this equilibrium constants K into K dash. So, when you multiply this K and K dash, so this has also been multiplied here, right hand side part also has to be multiplied. So, once you multiply, and the remaining part is what here after cancelling the common terminologies. So, we will get SO3 divided by SO2 O2 raised to half. Look at this one, this is nothing but the reverse of this K dash. So, we will write K into K dash is equal to 1 divided by K dash, and we can write once again this K is equal to this K dash, we can transfer this side, so it becomes 1 divided by K dash whole square. We can write K dash is equal to 1 divided by root of K, and K value is given here already. So, we know this K value is 278. So, 1 divided by square root of 278, that is equal to 6 into 10 raised to minus 2, and 6 into 10 raised to minus 2 is the option B here. So, equilibrium constant for the second reaction is the same temperature, it is 6 into 10 raised to minus 2, that is option B is correct. Third question, in which of the following equilibrium system is the rate of backward reaction favored by increase of pressure? Option A, PCl5 reversibly giving rise to PCl3 plus Cl2. Option B, 2SO2 plus O2 reversibly giving rise to 2SO3. And option C, N2 plus 3H2 reversibly giving rise to 2NH3. And option D, N2 plus O2 reversibly giving rise to 2NO. Let us see the solution for this. Now, this is based on Le Chatelier's principle. When pressure of the system is increased, then delta N value has to be calculated here. If delta N value is found to be positive, then equilibrium shifts to left. If delta N value is found to be negative, then equilibrium shifts to right. And if delta N value is equal to 0, there is no change takes place. So, based on this, let us calculate the delta N values for the above four reactions. What is delta N? It is the number of moles of gaseous products minus the number of moles of gaseous reactants. So, for the first reaction, gaseous products here. So, this is 1 mole here, this is 1 mole. So, total 2 moles, reactant is 1 mole. So, 2 minus 1, that is equal to plus 1. Similarly, for the second reaction, we will calculate, this is 2 moles here, this 2 moles plus 1 mole. So, 2 minus 3 total, it becomes minus 1. For the third reaction, 2 moles of product minus 3 plus 1, 4 moles of reactants. So, 2 minus 4, it becomes minus 2. Similarly, for the fourth reaction, we can calculate 2 moles of product minus 2 moles of reactants. So, 2 minus 2 is equal to 0. Now, out of all these delta N values for all the 4 reactions, look at here, the first reaction delta N value is positive 1, delta N for the second reaction is negative, third reaction is also negative, fourth reaction is 0. So hence delta N for the first reaction is plus 1 here. So it is a positive value, and according to Le-Chatelier principle, the equilibrium shifts to left. What is our problem? When the rate of backward reaction favored by increase in the pressure. Which of the following reaction? So this is the reaction. So option A. Since the reaction A delta N value is positive, equilibrium shifts to left, and hence the answer A is correct. The fourth question, for the reaction, it's a general reaction here. 2 moles of A reversibly giving rise to 3 moles of C plus D. The value of Kc will be equal to, hence the equilibrium constant value for this reaction will be equal to Kp, option A, Kp divided into RT, option B, Kp divided by RT, option C, Kp, option D, none of these. Hence, for the equilibrium constant for this reaction is equal to which of these following? Let us see the solution here. We know the Kp and Kc relationship. So Kp is equal to Kc into RT raised to delta N. Delta N value will calculate for the reaction. Now delta N value, see here, look at the reaction. 2 moles of A is a gaseous compound, this gaseous reactant is get converted into 3 moles of C, is also a gaseous compound, and D, see, it is a solid here. So delta N value has to be calculated only for the gaseous compounds. So therefore, leaving this D, we calculate the delta N value for A and C. So 3 moles of C minus 2 moles of A. So 3 minus 2 is equal to 1 here. So let us substitute this one. So Kp is equal to Kc into RT raised to 1. Therefore, we can write Kp divided by Kc is equal to RT, or we can write Kc is equal to Kp divided by RT, because Kc is asked here. Kc is equal to what? So therefore, Kc is equal to Kp divided by RT. So this is the option B here. So Kc is equal to Kp divided by RT. So hence the answer B is correct here. Thanks for watching the video.